All right, why should we choose Indian food out of all cooking? Now, let me tell you something about Indian food. We talk about our food plate where you have sweet, savory, umami, hot, bitter, and sour. Dude, Indian food has it all. Like you can get some sweet paprika, hot chili, savory cardamom, cumin, coriander, very zesty cumin, and then you give just that fatty, rich velouté aspect with the ghee and just a little bit of cream. You may have another dish that has spinach and cream cheese and this rich savoriness. You have another dish that has mango curry. You can get a lot of nice foods and you get a nice sweetness with some heat and richness. And so the rich spice in Indian food make it addicting. You won't like it the first time you try it. You'll be like, what the hell is this? It takes time to get into it. But once you're into Indian food, you will never go back because Indian cooking is phenomenal. And every time you go to an Indian place, there are always very few people there because it's not established like Chinese food. But Indian food is extremely healthy as long as the curry does not have too much of the clarified butter and fatty components. Like that's the other thing about Asian cooking. You can have a lot of very good healthy ingredients, but you can destroy it by deep frying and adding a lot of oil and salt and a lot of components to this. So Indian food is one of those kinds of foods that the curry is delicious. Like I'm a huge Thai Indian fan. That is one of the kinds of food that I will literally tear down. Like Indian food, the vindaloo and the tikka masala and garam masala and all the components in their food, like when you get the vinegar based velouté sauces and your vinegar based mother sauces, where you add the spice and vinegar and a little bit of butter, but you have this richness to it. And Indian food has that extra kick they can make it extremely hot, they can make it mild, they can make it anything. But when you try it, it becomes the best food in the world. And like the French love Indian food, and they are very picky about their food. So Indian food is one of those things that, curry is always a good option because curry is very satisfying and the spices are very filling. And spices make food satisfying because with the flavor of Indian food, it really is worthy of everything you do. And see, the thing with Indian food in America is you have a lot more Punjab influence because you have more of the naan and you have more of the Punjab style with the ghee. And that's where they tend to focus the dishes on. But then, like an authentic Indian place will have southern Indian dishes and all different types of curries. And you'll have your yellow and white and red and dark red and every color of curry and every spice mixture. And they can have some garam masala. And, you have your cardamom, cumin, coriander, turmeric mix, but then they add some cloves and nutmeg and cinnamon to it. They can add some sweetness. They can add some vinegar to sour it. They can add some ghee to richen it or cream. They can add some tomatoes or the mangoes or any kind of fruit or papaya to it. And they just make addicting dishes because Indian food really has this diversity to it. And there's a diversity of spices. And the Indian chefs know how to put spices together and when to add them. So the Indian chefs are the best engineers when it comes to cooking. They make massive dishes that you could literally feed a king. Like Indian food is satisfying. It's like the best food in the world. And once you get the taste for Indian food, you will not go back because it always entertains. There's always something you will find interesting about it because you may have a bitter spice and a sweet one put together with a rich sauce. And then you create that food palate that everybody will love when they get the taste of it. So, hope this video helped.